Leos, thank you for tapping into Tarot NY Oracle. When we get in the cloud to see what we see, this is your next 30-day you versus them love reading. We're going to go over your feelings, the thought space, actions, and wants. And cross watchers, this will help give you some more information. We're going to go ahead and dive into past, present, and future energy. Thank you, Divine Creator, for channeling guidance to our Leos. Cross watchers, remember, energy can be flipped. While I was meditating, I was hearing, why that lion son of a bitch. I don't know, that was coming through. And I was also getting lucid dreams. So maybe there's two different groups of you. Might resonate with some. So we're going to go ahead and draw for our past energy. And then we're going to go ahead and draw for current energies. And future energies. I will read after the reading. Now remember, this is going to be your soul tribe, soulmate, soul twin. But if you're not in a romantic connection, then this is going to be someone who you have a significant connection with, like a family, a friend, a business partner, someone in your soul tribe. So for your past energy, I do see the King of Pentacles and the Hierophant. And at first it was upright and then it flipped this way. So I feel like for a group of you, there's a strong sense of solidifying the commitment between you two. And you guys are really making it happen. It's like marriage. It's something super strong. It's moving in together. It's starting that family, and we got that house. We just bought a house together. This is really strong committal energy. But it did also want to flip this way. So for another group of you, there's a sense of a strong commitment that you guys have, but something is broken or something is breaking, or maybe why that lion son of a bitch. Maybe someone did something. So let's go ahead and look at our current energy. So this was for November. That energy is going to be pulling into December. And in December, we have Eight of Wands and Page of Cups. And so the Age of Wands and the Page of Cups is action and communication, making things happen. The Page of Cups is all about that. I love you. I'm sorry. New love offer. Let's try this again. Let's do it again. I want to offer you something in love. Maybe take you out on a date. Maybe romance you with some poetry. There's a strong sense of just wanting to make it happen with you in love. So whatever happened to break something, your person or the current energy is wanting to come together still. And for those of you where nothing was broken, this is simply, now you guys are moving in, now you guys are married, and now there is a date, a love poem, a lot of communications about love, something like this. So let's go ahead and take a look at Leo's perspective, Leo's person's perspective, and the universe's truth. So we do get follow instructions, faith, instigation. So Leo's perspective is in this connection is they're just following their faith. They're just following what they feel like their intuition is telling them to do, or they feel like a sense of that is going on in the connection. Now, Leo's person has a sense of loneliness. They may be perceiving that from you, Leo, or they may be in loneliness themselves, emptiness, depression, wandering, a gap period. They may feel like really heavy energy is what I'm feeling for your cross watcher. Now remember, energy can be flipped, so take it as it resonates. The universe is flexible. So the universe's truth about this connection is all about learning to be flexible, bend, but don't break, and shift with grace. So there's a sense of learning to be flexible in your faith, learning to be flexible in your loneliness or your depression and emptiness, and a sense of learning to bend a little bit, learning to shift a little bit away from maybe what you normally would try to do. There's also a sense of fantasy in this connection, daydreaming, imagining, fantasizing. So there's a strong aspect of one or both of you. That's also in the Page of Cups energy as well, of just there's some sort of, not necessarily everything is as it seems, or not necessarily everything is as grounded as you think, or it could be, but there's just a real strong fantasy aspect in the connection as well. A lot of times when we get this energy, it's a mixed bag. It's like something is grounded, but something is not realistic. Or, you know, your head is in the clouds, but your feet is on the ground. Kind of like that. So that might be the case for many of you. Let's go ahead and dive into the tarot so we can get into our feelings. What is the Leo feeling? And I'm going to make sure this is right side up. Okay. And I love our purple deck for our love readings. And then of course I do the golden deck for the cross watcher. So let's go ahead and see, what is our Leo feeling in this connection about their person? Cross watchers, remember energy can be flipped as well. All right, so we do get the Ace of Swords, and so weird. I just turned all the energy over and that just flipped out. So must be what it is. The Ace of Swords, and let's see if we can get some more energy from our Leo. All right, these two want to come out. Okay, so there's a sense of, the Leo is feeling like there's some sort of deception. Something's not clear, and I was getting in the meditation, you lying son of a bitch. So maybe that's coming from the Leo. The Leo is feeling like there's some sort of lie here, some sort of deception, some sort of, I wasn't on the same page, I wasn't clear about that, I didn't understand what was happening. There's also a sense of abandonment, being left out in the cold, rejected, and also something shocking coming through that they weren't expecting. They didn't see it coming, and it threw them through a loop. So maybe that's where the fantasy aspect is coming in. It's like this energy is grounded, but then it is shifty, and there's some sort of fantasy meets reality. But there's also a strong sense of wanting to make this grounded from one or both of you, because we do get this strong communication, taking action energy in your current energy space, which is all about, I want to make this fantasy come true. I want to make it happen. Maybe that's just what it is. Maybe it's like, hey, we've been talking a lot. You've been giving me a lot of signals that you want to do this with me. Let's get it going. You know, we were getting it going, and all of a sudden something shifted and made it not happen. So let's take a look what we get for our cross watchers feelings. All right, we do get the 10 of Pentacles in the neutral. So it's a sense of, I'm feeling like this is something I could have build a foundation with, have a foundation with. There's also a sense of, for some of you, you may be in doing something in real estate investments, but it came out in the neutral. So it's like, I know it's here. I know we can do it. I know I can have this investment or this real estate business thing go on, but it's not manifesting right now. We also get, wow, the One of Cups, or the Ace of Cups. Okay, and then we get the Hierophant in reverse. Wow, twice this is reversed now. So this is mirrored energy. The past, the Hierophant came out in the reverse. For a big group of you, it'll be reversed, meaning your commitments are not solid. They're shifting, or you have a very untraditional relationship. Maybe it's open. And again, it came out in the reverse for your crosswatcher. So your crosswatcher is feeling like this isn't grounded. There's something that's shifty or shifting. This is something very untraditional as well, possibly for some of you. But they're also feeling like this is a good shot at love, that they want to open love, their heart to you. They want to feel that flow of emotion between you two. They want to open it. So it's like we've got some really beautiful energy for solid foundation, for emotional connection. But something has shifted. And it seems like it probably has something to do with daydreaming, imagining, fantasizing. Maybe one or both of you just didn't realize something wasn't as grounded as you thought. It could also be that maybe you guys thought you were a good match, but then as you guys got to know each other and time played out and you realized you guys had more issues than you thought. Let's go ahead and get into the perception space so we can learn more. Okay, Empress. That soulful energy. Wow, Queen of Wands. Okay, so the Leo perceives you and this connection, Crosswatcher, in a really strong light. Okay, remember, perception is how the person is perceiving, not necessarily the truth, but the truth of how they see it. So they see you as the Queen of Wands, the Empress. So maybe you are a Taurus. The Queen of Wands is also a strong Aries and Leo energy. It can be Sag, but it's mostly Aries and Leo and Taurus. So you maybe connecting to one of those signs. Doesn't have to be, but it's coming out very strong. They perceive you in this connection as something that's very soulful, like you guys have some sort of soul contract together, very fiery, passionate, sexy, nurturing, motherly, taking care of me kind of quality. You take care of you. You're the boss bitch kind of energy is sometimes what I get as well. You're the leader. You're confident. They see you in a really beautiful light. Take gender as it resonates. But I also see the Two of Swords and the Eight of Wands in reverse. So we get the Eight of Wands in the current energy, which is like, I want to go forward. I want to move forward. But in their perception, they're perceiving the energy as stuck. Something in the communications isn't working. Something in the actions isn't working. They're not really sure what to make of it. They feel two ways about it. This is in the thought space and this is thought energy. This is like, I can't make up my mind about this. I don't know what to think about this. And I feel like it has to do with their truth not being completely revealed. Like they're not sure what's going on with all the cards on the table, so to speak, to be literal. They might feel like they don't see all the cards and they feel like there's a sense of abandonment and something very disruptive happened. Something shocking threw things through a loop that they weren't expecting. So let's go ahead and look at the Crosswatchers energy. And yes, it's my golden deck, a replica from the 1450s, which I love to use. And let's see what we get for thought space from the Crosswatcher. Okay, so we do get the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, again, very grounded energy. Let's see what else we get here. What is going on with you, Leos? You guys have a very interesting read here. I'll tell you in a minute. And we get the Six. Okay, the Six of Swords. And this is the Seven of Pentacles. Okay, so in the perception space, the Crosswatcher Leo is perceiving this as something beautiful. Again, they're perceiving you or this connection as a Queen of Pentacles. And over here, you're perceiving this connection or them as the Empress and Queen of Wands. So there's a very strong potential for grounding this energy. Your person the Crosswatcher sees this connection as something that can be very grounded. Like you guys could be married. You guys could move in together, live together. You guys could buy a house together. This is very much, I could be that mother to your kids kind of energy that's wanting to come through. And so the Crosswatcher sees you or this connection as something with a lot of possibility. And this is also energy that is Capricorn and Taurus. So again, we get Taurus, Capricorn, Aries, and Leo energy, which is showing up. And of course, we've got our King of Pentacles, which is Capricorn, Taurus. Again, so it doesn't have to be, but we do get two major grounded energies, two major commitment energies that are in the reverse, like something has shifted, something has fallen apart, and two major soulful energies, like soul contracts, feeling very connected on an emotional and intuitive or soul level. But I also get these other two energies in the perception. And this is the Six of Swords, which is wanting to move forward, even though the future is uncertain, wanting to leave things in their past and move forward into a future. But this is like there's low investment, low effort. procrastination around it. So there's a sense of perceiving this connection, or you, Leo, as someone that they can be with, ground things with. And they want to move into a future. But it's like there's low effort. There's procrastination. Something is stalling this. And it could be coming from themselves as well, because sometimes we do that and we project it onto the other person, or the energy bounces back to us. But I do get that, of course, in the two Hierophants being reversed. But this is very interesting, because now we've got our King of Pentacles and our Queen of Pentacles. So it's like you guys are a match made on earth. All right, let's go ahead and look. What do we get for our wants? What does Leo ultimately want? All right, we get the Strength, and this is popping in reverse. So the Leo may feel like, okay, we also get the Queen of Swords. Wow, we've got a lot of queens here. The Queen of Swords, the Queen of Pentacles, the Queen of Wands. We have almost every queen. And the Six of Swords over another repeated energy. Okay, this is feeling very interesting to me. There's definitely soul vibe here, but there's also grounded vibe here. This could be a soulmate or a very strong soul tribe romantic connection. So we get the Six of Swords in the wants for Leo, and this is the perception space for your cross watcher. This is basically saying, I want to move forward. Even though the future is unknown, I want to be brave. And the first energy is, I'm not brave. So it's like the first energy, I want to be brave, but I'm not brave. I feel like I'm stuck in weakness. I'm not sure about myself, about the connection, what to do. And I want truth. I want honesty around this. I want to have some real talk about this. And I want to be able to move forward and be brave about things. So this is what Leo is wanting. And we do get Queen, 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 Empress, and a King, and two Hierophants. So very interesting cards. Let's go ahead and get into the want space. All right, what does the cross watcher want? All right, the Ten of Cups. Okay, so we get the Ten of Pentacles here, which is all about grounded foundations, a house, an investment, real estate. And we get Ten of Cups, which is all about that emotional fulfillment, emotional support, feeling happy, feeling content. So they want that emotional support, that emotional happiness. And we get the Five of Swords, and then we get Judgment. So there's a sense of they want to be able to release whatever you guys, whatever lies were between you, whatever deception, whatever arguments, whatever doubts and skepticisms that were there between you, that one or both of you were a part of contributing to. There's a sense of wanting to let that go karmically. And so it might be coming from the cross watcher, because it feels like the Leo wants truth in what they want, and in their feeling space they feel deceived. And the cross watcher is wanting to let go of all this negative energy. And so it feels like for most of you, it's the deception or the breakage or the fantasy that didn't come true is coming from the cross watcher side. But take it as it resonates. But there is a strong desire here of just wanting to let bygones be bygones and to move forward and to come into happiness. Peace is the word that wants to come to mind between you two. All right, so let's go ahead and see what we get for actions, our action space. All right, we do get the Eight of Cups. So again, very strong energy of moving forward. This energy has come out 3 times now. Moving forward, moving forward, moving forward. All right, like leaving behind the things that aren't serving you emotionally and moving out of that energy onto something new that will be more emotionally fulfilling. That can sometimes mean another relationship, but a lot of times it just means healing something between the two of you, letting it go, growing from it, maturing from it, and moving on from that as better people together. But let's see what else we get. We also get our Seven of Swords and the Moon. So, wow. So this energy, this is like, okay, the Leo is hiding. The Leo is hiding something from you. Okay, so for many of you, I know I said that the cross watcher is the one who brought it in, but I guess for another group of you, the Leo is the one that is hiding something. Or maybe because there was a lie here and they don't know the truth, they're not wanting to share something with you or share their true feelings. There's something about they're hiding their true feelings from you. They're hiding their truth from you. But a lot of times this has to do with their feelings. They're being sneaky about it. And there's a sense of just wanting to move forward into happier emotions. It's like, you know what, I'm not going to dwell in this negative emotional space, whatever this is, if it was created by you or me, and I'm just moving out of it. I'm moving forward, and I'm going to hide my true self, my true feelings. I'm going to protect myself. There's a sense of just, because this card can often be, you know, strategy, but it's often avoiding, ignoring, hiding, deceiving. But it feels more like there's a confusion about what to feel, and so I'm not going to share everything with you. And I'm going to hide, and I'm going to move forward emotionally. Because a lot of times if you don't feel safe, that's what you do. So let's go ahead and see what is in the action space for our cross watcher. Actions for the cross watcher, Leo's cross watcher. Wow, Emperor. Okay. The King of Pentacles. And the Four of Swords. Okay, so we now get the Empress and the Emperor. So this is a fully realized soul contract, soul bond, as well as, you know, we get the Queen of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles, a fully grounded earthly bond. But we also get the Emperor, King of Pentacles. So this is the past energy in November, and in December, cross watchers will be in the King of Pentacles again. Whatever was going on in November, they want that, they're going to do that. If that was getting a house together, talking about marriage, solidifying something, going to the next level, this is what they're going to be pursuing. And they're going to be paying attention to their own healing, taking time to themselves, meditating. I, you know, see going for walks, going for jogs, reading books. For some of you, it might be sports, is what's coming through. Something that relaxes you, brings you back to you, and doing your own healing, doing your own time to yourself, taking a break, going on like a safari, a rest, a retreat kind of thing. There's also a strong energy of taking control of my life, of what I want on this earth, and making it happen and healing myself, spending time with myself. Beautiful energy from the cross watcher. Now, the Leos come in across a little suspicious. So this is what's making me think maybe it's the Leo that did something. But because there's such strong energy of what is the truth here, and they feel like they've been, you know, put through the ringer, it feels like maybe something is coming from this side, but take it as it resonates. You guys also have interesting mirrored energy, not as much as twin flames will have, but you guys have some, which is common with soulmate or soul tribe connections too, because we do get the Hierophant and the Hierophant, the King of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles, the Empress, the Emperor. And then of course we get the Queen of Swords, the Queen of Wands, the Queen of Pentacles, 3 queens, 2 kings, 2 hierophants, an Empress and Emperor. So very, very interesting. So let's go ahead and look a little bit into the numbers, and then we'll get some of our final energies. So the Hierophants, of course, are our 5s, and our kings are our 5s. So this is a strong sense of 5-5, 5-5. An energy between you guys that is being formed. It may be confirmation this is for you, 5-5, 5-5. The Empress is a 3, and the Emperor is a 4. And then, of course, the queens are all 4s. So we get 4-4-4, again, as maybe confirmation that this is for you. It could also be 4-4-4-4, because the Emperor energy is also showing up. And let's see what else we get in your reading. 3. So that's what's most significant. We do get 2 10s over here. For some of you, it might be 1-1 or 1-0-1-0. But that's what's showing up. Mostly it is the 4-4-4 between you, which is a sense of both of you trying to solidify the relationship with stronger foundations. How are we going to move forward? How do we build this foundation? And there's a strong sense of 5-5, 5-5. And when you get a lot of 5s, it means changes are happening. You guys are going to go through a lot of changes. And these changes are for your betterment, to help you push through what you need to get to where you want to be. So let's go ahead and look at our future energy. All right, so the future energy would be taking place more in January. We do get the Ten of Swords and the Page of Swords, so it's a very airy energy. There's a sense of hurt coming through in communications and text messages, like you guys aren't getting on the same page. And I feel like it's probably because the Leo is hiding their feelings, hiding their truth, maybe deceiving something they felt deceived about, or maybe they've just been deceiving themselves this whole time and they want the truth, but they're lying to themselves about something. And maybe it's not coming from the cross-watcher at all. Or something started as a lie from the cross-watcher and they're like, okay, well, I'm gonna hold back now too. And that energy is clearing out. I don't see it clearing out in January. At the end of December, the cusp of January coming through, I do see a powerful argument, miscommunications. You guys are on the same page, and it'll feel painful to both of you. Some sort of pain between you will take place. Sorry, not to be the bearer of bad news, but you will process through this energy of miscommunication, arguing, not being on the same page. Whatever is a lie or deceit between you guys, you are working it out, but you will have some sort of ending around that. And so for a group of you, that means you're going to work through that in January and come to terms with it, because I do see the communication coming out as well, and the communication will then lead to that pain being processed and you guys moving forward. But for another group of you, it means you guys will break up. And it doesn't mean it's permanent. I mean, endings are new beginnings. You guys could get back together later. But for a big group of you, I do see a painful ending, even though you're trying to process through all of this, trying to make something happen. But take what resonates with you and claim the energy that you want to be in and make it happen for yourself. Because I do see strong soulful energy, queen energy, which is rare to get so much of this in one reading. King, Hierophant energy. You know, we're talking major soulful and major grounded energies here. So it's like, this is like a, this is a soulmate or a very strong soul tribe connection. But something went awry, something happened that threw it through a loop. All right, let's go ahead and draw our angel card, 1515. Again, we get fives, more fives. And this is also a 1-1 and a 5-5. So we did get a 1-1 on this side of the cross watcher. And of course we got 5-5-5 over here. So some of you may be seeing a lot of 1s or 5s as confirmation, but there's also a sequence of 4s. Innovation, focus, creation, progress, momentum, mastery, achievement, and passion. We got this for the Aries. An exciting opportunity, support, or extra resources are heading your way. Keep moving forward with enthusiasm. Enjoy the process. True success comes from passion, and your dedication will be handsomely rewarded. Yeah, you guys are going through a lot of changes. 5-5, 5-5, 5-5. Or, sorry, that's not the 5, but this is the 5 here. 5 and 5. 5-5, 5-5, 5-5. That's 6 5s you guys got. A lot of changes you guys are going through. Okay, so your bread of life. I have come into the world as a light so that no one who believes in me should stay in darkness. So there's a sense of healing on the horizon, a sense of repair, a sense of light shedding truth, which was a strong theme in this reading, all about light, truth coming to the surface. John 12:46, which is a 3 and a 10, or a 13, which makes a 4. So we get another 4. 4-4-4-4 is the energy that's also very strong between you guys, which is all about your foundation, making sure your foundation is strong and sifting through all of those cracks so that you guys can solidify that. All right, so thank you so much for joining, and I will love to see you guys again in the new year. Have a wonderful Christmas, and take care.